Tipsters are responsible for ruining the life of trans people. What on earth? I'm sorry, what the fuck is going on?
I've already...
What? I'm fucking worried here. Wait, can I watch this on stream?
I'll tell you one thing. Tipster has this comment saying, "You're not normal." Well, I have one thing to say. Nobody's normal. I'm not normal. I have mental disorders. Like, I'm sure she was spotted, but then she tried to blame the police for, like,
what?
Something that didn't happen, some sexual assault. Maybe it did.
Absolutely roasting both of them. What is this info? Why are we getting shown this?
You're on a government payroll.
What? No! No, that can't be allowed. No, surely not.
And they'll say, "Ooh, it's just one of the small things." Yeah, bullshit. You like the lollipop.
What?
And you're a pervert, you're a creep.
Oh, what? Tipster, I think Nicholas Jory absolutely nailed it with that tipster thing. It's so funny. But listen, that's Nicholas's fucking shit. So we're gonna go ahead and just get straight into this. Right, I've already seen this person. So, long story short, from what I understand, I've heard that this person is a former Tipster Keffals mod, and they have completely turned on them and backstabbed them like you wouldn't believe. Now, I'm just going to do this straight away. About what I was expecting, to be honest. In all honesty. Kind of what I was expecting, really. The crossover between moderator, Keffals, Tipster. Literally what I was expecting. Okay, right. Tipster, Keffals, A Tale of Two Grifters. Uh-oh. What on earth?
Hello, everyone. Candid face reveal. Because we're going to go into some information of some other...
Wait. I think they're... Okay, I don't want to say they're cisgender. Okay, what? Okay, what's the gender situation? Just tell me. What's the gender I'm supposed to be looking at here? Does this individual say? Is it on Twitter? What are the pronouns? There's no pronouns. Fucking pronouns. Gender ambiguity. Okay, come on.
Nature. Now, anybody who's come from my old channel who have come to this channel know me as the modder for Zelda or Queen of Time. But in this situation, this is not what this video is going to cover. In terms of, like, my other hobbies aside from Ocarina of Time, I have real life situations. You know, things I've had to deal with. Like homelessness and mental health issues. So, I'm gonna be candid and look like shit here. Because this is my average day when I'm not high energy and able to go outside. Sorry for that. Allergies as well. Because let's normalize not be normal. This conversation is gonna touch on...
Okay. Look, I'm just trying to keep it on the straight and narrow here, okay? Let's just chill, see what this person's got to say. You know, let's be nice. We're going to be nice. We're going to chill out a little bit, okay? Everyone relax.
A subject matter of political nature, of a side matter related to my real life struggles. Basically, the certain two public figures on the YouTube sphere, Tipster and Keffals and Bosch and that. Particularly, I'm going to cover on Tipster today. That have basically ruined the lives of many trans people, especially with the information that has especially come out more so, you know, this month than has.
Tipsters are responsible for ruining the life of trans people. Oh, what on earth? I'm sorry, what the fuck is going on? Is this schizo X mod moment or what?
Ever in previous years, apparently. Since I'm pretty much normally, and I've finally gotten settled down, I've only gotten to know Tipster based on my side hobby of digital information sharing. So, for those who have watched me based on my project, welcome. You're welcome to continue to listen to this if you're interested. You do not have to. you are welcome to click off if you are not here to listen to political conversations. This is my other side project that I've been wanting to work on and discuss openly. So, let's get into it. So, as my side hobby, I have...
Wait, what? The room is like that one image where you can't pick out a single item. Yeah, it's very, like, overwhelming, isn't it? It's like, what, the image that looks like you're having a stroke? That one.
I've been pretty much anonymous until candid face reveal. So I want to cover on more informative topics, maybe in the future. And due to my digital information sharing, I know heavily how to use Google and know how to research very, very much. I know how to dig for anything that I need to find.
Oh my god.
So if Tipster is watching this, I think he knows. I've already...
What? I'm fucking worried here. Wait, can I watch this on stream? What are they on about? What have they dug up? Dude, it feels like Tips is about to get gigadoxed or something. I'm scared. Look, the guy's kind of funny to poke fun at. I'm not looking to do anything crazy here.
He told him. And this particular video is going to cover on that topic.
Yo, Tipster. Looks like I found out the info on you. Your address is... Your full name is... Dude, what the fuck?
So if I have some pauses, keep in mind, I have some cognitive issues. I try to stay on topic. I don't have enough delay. I just like... My issue has been, recently especially, but the fact that there has been an overt, like, opinion from these public figures of, like, it's my opinion that speaks for everybody who's trans. But you who's trans who criticizes me, you're out, you're banned. Or at all, like, any criticism involving, like, Tipster mocking the guy for his hoarding issue, like, dude, look at your room. And, like, I've been supported. I provided proper digital information on, like, Illuminati and videos related to that to Tipster that helped project the virality of him and so many others on that issue. And on Blair, or Blair's on, whatever. Come at me, Illuminati. I don't give a fuck. This isn't going to be a monetized channel. Anybody is welcome to donate to, like, whatever I have linked. That said, I'll tell you one thing. Tipster has this common saying. You're not normal. Dude, you don't act normal. Well, I have one thing to say. Nobody's normal. I'm not normal. I have mental disorders. Nobody is normal. Normalcy is a status quo device to project a...
This is like the biggest multiple retards fighting moment I've ever seen. What am I even looking at here, man? What is even... Tardception. We've reached Tardception.
Box that everybody's supposed to fit in. So if you don't fit in, technically I'm trans and queer. So already, I'm not normal. Shocker. I'm not gonna act normal within the sphere of, like, what is acceptable. Especially, like, if I express anger and outrage at someone, all of a sudden, I get blamed in the public space for calling out a piece of shit. Because, like, let's just put it this way. Anger is so suppressed in the public sphere. Anyway, we'll get past that. It's another rant. My problem is, yeah, you're not normal, dude. And I'll tell you what's not normal is covering your emotions and struggles with drugs and alcohol. That goes to the both of them.
This person is like... They're clearly, like, stating how, like, mentally ill they are themselves very openly. But they're just, like, plainly, absolutely ripping Tipster apart, you know? Look at your room, your drugs and alcohol, to both of you. Like, they're just calmly tearing them apart. This is, like, deranged, but also quite coherent in terms of their saying things. Well, I'm like, yeah, you've got a point, actually. This is, like, super based.
Keffals and Tipster, who
no worries. To speak out that sounds. Have a good one.
And say, well, I'm the one queen opinion on all trans people. And, like, Tipster tries to get in on that. Like, yeah, I want to talk about trans people, too. I want to be the voice of opinion. You're all leeches. You're all leeches on, like, the popularity of Vosh, which Manchu Vosh is, like...
Oh my god!
Chronically online, like much of you guys are. Like, gosh, I had to deal with the real life of things that these public figures have no fucking clue how they have impacted the politics in even Canada and the rest of the world. USA has a lot of impact on the opinions and politics of laws and outcomes in other countries. Like, the fact that Keffals is Canadian and even fucked around here. I just learned that she was on Global News at one point.
How do I make money
and was a
off
total,
depressed people?
Thanks for the $2.
like, fake crying and shit. Like, girl, what the fuck are you doing? You can't even, like, get your story straight. Either it was the sexual assault or the swatting. Like, I'm sure she was swatted, but then she tried to blame the police for, like,
What?
something that didn't happen, some sexual assault. Maybe it did.
Absolutely roasting both of them. Just casually roasting both of them. Whilst suffering from debilitating illnesses. It's because it goes hard.
But, like, I'm in doubt, because, like, covering your real emotions with alcohol is not a good way to cope.
Yes,
Granted,
true.
a lot of people in the bigoted sphere cover their emotions with anger. That is just unhealthy ways to express your emotions. Express your emotions as valid and as candidly as you can. That should be normalized. Let's normalize just not being in the status quo version of normal. Like, screw that, right?
Not sure about that. Okay, I'll grant.
My issue
grant
with
it.
Tipster is he's a fucking liar. Him and Keffals, both liars, both out the window. I don't give a fuck. You guys have actually gone and fucked around with your activism to the point where clinical services in my city have been defunded, have had cuts because we have a bigoted conservative in our politics here that have just been like, oh, these people are crazy because I look at you motherfuckers, like Keffals and that, and go, holy shit, if this is what the main activist people support are like, they all must be loop-de-loo.
Is this, okay, this is a very funny narrative to think about, but is this actually true? What is this? Okay, listen, I can't. Okay. So the thing I'm saying is, can you connect? Is it possible to make this connection to the stuff that Keffals is saying online, to the services getting shut down? Broadly, I think, yeah, probably. Like, I'm sure that there's like some people that can now run on anti-trans stuff because the online trans shit is kind of popped off out of control, you know? I suppose Tipster maybe is too small to not really... Keffals, sure. I think Keffals, you could argue, is way more influential.
I'm just trying to be out here living my fucking life, okay? So one thing that Tipster variantly lies about, I've heard, is that he works in a corporate. Oh, you know, motherfucker. And I'll tell you this, I'm not going to leak any info based on your location or address or anything like that. Not your name. I'm not even going to do first name. I've cut that out. So, I'm going to go back here.
Oh, fuck.
Listen, dude.
What's this? What is this? Like this. What the fuck is this shit? This is... What? What is this info? Why are we getting shown this?
You're on a government payroll. You work in a public high school. Let me explain.
What? No! No, that can't be allowed. No, surely not. Is that allowed? Can you say that? I don't know.
Explain that. Listen, dude. You're on a government payroll. You work in a public high school.
While defending Lolly, mind you, while working around minors. This feels like too much. I mean, it's on YouTube. I don't know, man. It's got 800 views. It feels like too much.
Let me explain this. If you're working in a public high school, your information is public. You're a public servant. Your information is not private. I have been able to easily find your spot. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about giving creeps or wackos that kind of info. Granted, they can easily find their own digging. They can find you. You're a public figure. You ban so many people from your server and support. Like, who does that? Who wants to be, who wants to have more followers and more viewers but yet bans all his supporters that like have a little criticism. As soon as like one little criticism comes out, you're like, nope, ban them. Or any question. You don't even answer any questions. You don't think. You don't research. You don't.
Yeah, but like, what is this about? Why are we getting? I mean, this just seems like a terror tactic. Oh, I found your salary, tipster. Bro, it's too much. Man. This is Nicholas Diorio, and this is Nicholas Diorio in disguise. I'm telling you.
Don't know what you're doing, bud. But like, I can see why you don't care. Look at these figures. You basically earn enough not to give a fuck about anybody else in a struggling position, especially somebody who's on poverty social aid like myself. And like, as you can see, I'm fucking out of it today. This is like my daily routine. I can't even get out to work because of my situation. I have so many chronic issues, so many chronic health issues. I can't get out for the light of day. Anywho. As far as that goes, dude, I can see exactly why you don't give a fuck about anybody's struggles, about anybody else's mental health. You just don't understand. You don't relate at all. You don't relate at all with this kind of money. Like, give me a break, dude. This is disgusting. Oh, I forgot the other image. Oopsies. So I'll get the second image here. Because, like, I meant to, like, have that. So this was on a government website. This is your government payroll.
This is way too much. I disavow this completely, man. What is going on? I'm so confused. They're just showing all this shit. I mean, it's censored, I guess, but like, it just seems so excessive and unnecessary. Also, someone just said this in chat, and it's worth pointing out, okay? These are the people that they're hanging out with, right? People that are going to, for some reason, I guess, getting banned from the Discord or something, are going to go live or go into a video and like put up all your information like this. This is fucking schizoid shit.
My guy, if you think your information is like supposed to be completely private, you're joking yourself. It's the same reason why Keffals can have her full information found easy. Fucking easy. Because she was a politician in the Canadian Communist Party. Okay? She became a public agent, so to say. Okay? The fact that she's on government payroll, your records do get archived by the government website and public.
This was posted in your Discord originally. When I pulled it up, I had 4 views. Listen, look, I'm just here to make a bit of look, I'm just watching another piece of content that has some. I'm just, listen, it is what it is, okay? I'm just vibing over here.
Publicly displayed. If you think that being on YouTube gives you the right to privacy as a public figure, you're shitting yourself, okay? You're fucking shitting yourself. Like, look at this. Like, you've earned double than the median average annual wage of like anybody else working in that district of where you work at. My guy, you basically work in tech. Like, that part's true. The IT part is true. But you could even figure out in like one clip I saw, he's like, I don't understand why I can't open an application. It doesn't open. Dude, you just don't understand basic concepts of to even open as administrator. Like, that's like any computer geek's understanding, like myself, okay? That's basic. Yes, I am a bit more advanced than a lot of people in like my following. But this is just ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like even like any other tech guy would look at you and go like, what's your fucking problem? How do you fucking not know that? Like, this is the reason why I tried to get multiple jobs. You know, I tried to get a job in a company with computers.
So, from what I can tell, this person was, I believe, a mod. And someone in chat just mentioned this. But apparently they were a mod, and they got banned from being a mod. And then because they got banned from being a mod, this is their response. Which is, at the very least, a tad unhinged, one might argue. I would say this is completely fucking schizophrenic, insane behavior.
Let me go, because that's just how companies roll. You do not get let go as easily when you work for a public government institution, okay? And like I'm perfectly fine with that. I kind of wish corporations would be more, confined in that way, where we were like not treated as disposable garbage to them. But that's how it's going to be until actual activism is done. Because let me tell you something. Activism is not just for you or the few that you want. It's for the many. It's for the many people like myself and other people in struggling positions like myself. So, me, I don't care about the extra money. If somebody wants to donate me extra money, that's cool. But I'm not begging for it. I don't care. I would gladly do a charity. Never monetize, never be part of the partner program. I do not give a shit. Okay? That's my rule. I do not care about enabling these institutions. One bit, not a corporate institution, not anything. My point to you, Tipster, is that you do not relate to anybody else with actual mental struggles or disorders like myself and my friend.
It feels like Tipster's just having a fucking absolute nightmare at the moment. He's got himself into a couple of bad drama he's been on the wrong side of drama on the bounce a couple of times. And now he's got this unhinged moderator fucking gunning for him. I mean, this is really absurd. Just to be clear, I completely and totally denounce this person's actions. This is schizophrenic, completely unnecessary. You can talk all this shit without going into this much detail, It is, I don't know, man. Is it funny? I'm not going to say what I think about that. I'm going to keep that to myself. But what I will say is this is completely absurd. And the fact this is happening over... Oh my God, wait! Oh no. Do you remember as well? What did Tipster say? I'm trying to move away from the toxic environment. I'm trying to get away from the toxic commentary community. And then this is and now he's getting fucking... all of his information put out there by this random mod that is pissed off that he got rid of them as a mod. Oh no, Tipster. No! You went the wrong way, bro. You should have gone back to Resident Evil playthroughs or whatever. It's funny because people jump... I mean, I as well also jumped on that for, the clickbait situation. But... people thought it was Keffals that was going to hardline, stab them in the back, but they didn't realize it was the mods. The mods, you should have been looking out for the mods.
Just because someone's suicidal and depressed doesn't mean you get to treat them like shit and dismiss them as like, ooh, they're trying to be like manipulative or whatever. Because that's a common stereotype against people who are struggling with suicide and self-harm, right? But, like if they're typing it in like online on the internet, all of a sudden it's like people treat it like it's invalid and it's not worth their time. I'll tell you one thing that's really funny to me. You're not the first one, Tipster, that have like gotten exposed and exploded and faced the karma based on how people have treated me. And I think some like internal people in my community can like know where I'm referencing there, okay? Like, I'm not going to go into too much there. But, like, if you're going to judge me or anybody based on what they're typing into text, you're not there to support them. You're only there to judge and
wait,
because, like, that's all.
Someone just said, this Janny sharpened their broom into a spear. That's so true. Yeah, I am worried. Listen, DK, let's just chill on the thumbnail on this one, okay? Let's play it by the numbers wonderful. For this one. How about that?
Make money off depressed people.
Is it funny? Kinda. But there's unhinged freaks out there who will use this info to get him fired and ruin his life. Not 100% deserved in my opinion, but can't feel bad for lowly defenders.
Thank you very much for the 333. Appreciate it. Tippy, you should have listened. Tippy, why did you listen?
Well, it is, isn't it? You just want to get into someone who's like popular on YouTube. That's why you wanted Bo Blacks. That's why
I am not talking to this. There's no way I'm talking to this person. Absolutely no way. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm good on that one. Listen. I am neutral. I am neutral. Okay, we're Switzerland. All right.
Keffals is why you want to get in with Bosch, right? Why you want to defend the lolly porn. That's why you want to defend the child hentai crap. that you do. And they'll say, ooh, it's just women with small titties. Yeah, bullshit. You like the lolly porn.
What?
And you're a pervert, you're a creep.
Oh, what?
And you know what's funny? My roommate would love to watch with me sometimes on videos. She didn't enjoy a lot of the topics. She found it weird that you were on about that EDP guy so much. Yeah, he was basically blah blah blah. Like, come on, dude. You have mental problems too. Don't deny it. Tipster seriously needs to get off the internet. Like, I spend like a good chunk of my day not on the computer. So like, I'm not gonna post videos so often, right? But that's a funny thing. You are in such a comfortable position with a home that's worth over $500,000. A full
Come
house,
on.
a full home.
Do we need to know that? Really?
Oh man, I'm having like indigestion too because of my anxiety. See, if I didn't have all these issues and I wasn't so fatigued, I could use my power for a lot better. I could actually be more active on these like videos and that talk about these issues. But like in terms of this is just bullshit and how you've treated like your best friend like Fembro and that. Like, yes, I became a moderator to help. No, not everybody who's there to moderate and help clean up the crap there has to agree 100% or have the same opinions. You know what's funny is that I actually mentioned to Tipster that I unsubscribed from Vosh. Yes, I was being a little, heckly maybe in the DMs about some other topic. I wanted him to see one of my videos for my other channel. I have a cognitive disorder. I have short-term memory issues. The next day I'll forget even what I had the other day or what I did. Okay?
Oh, boy.
Often I forget. And there was no conversation, there was no other discussion during those times. If anything got on Tipster's nerve at all, he said nothing to me. The other moderator had an issue with me afterwards because I was supporting this person with real life struggles, real life situation that's not so good. All of a sudden had issues with me. And it's like, it came out of left field, out of buttfuck nowhere, okay? And I'm just like, you didn't really explain anything. Oh no, it's because you were crazy and supported this other person. Was that really it? Or was it other stuff? Because I know I got demodded for like, maybe a little outburst in the live stream because I was like out of it. I said, okay, I'll leave.
I got demodded because of an outburst on the stream. What a nightmare. What's going on? Camp Tipster has been berated. Dude, I don't even know what this is. Just insane. I cannot quite fathom the insanity of this. So this person got demodded and they've just gone complete nuke on them for like no real discernible reason beyond feeling bothered that they got cut off as a mod. But they're so like chill about it. They're not like they're not like they're just like very calmly breaking it all down to the point of providing all this unnecessary personal information about Tipster. What the fuck? Total scorched earth. Not good.
Left. And maybe it was because of some mishandling of some troll. I don't know. I didn't get like any feedback to say, hey, don't do this next time. Not even like a second chance with this guy. It's like, you're out. Are you sure you don't want to be a corporate boss? Because that's how you act, buddy. That's literally how you act. You act like you want to be some CEO up somewhere to say, boop, be gone. You have zero fucking concept of how that affects people, about how that fucks up people. I had to starve for days.
Wait. Okay, now I'm seeing the insanity coming through. Did you see that?
Affects people, about how that fucks up people.
Okay.
I had to starve for days because of that situation at one point.
Okay, now I'm seeing it. Now I'm seeing it.
You do not understand how fucking scary that is. Yeah, it's scary to go homeless. But to me, it shouldn't invalidate me as a human being. It shouldn't. I'm like fucking here, right? To me, it's camping. Okay?
Well, look, take it with a pinch of salt, okay? I know that some people who really don't like Tipster are going to look at this and be like, yep, well, this validates everything I said about them. I don't think this person's like a reliable narrator necessarily. So just, like, take it into account when looking at this, all right?
Was out. Slept on the floor of a bathroom at one point. Somebody was actually nice at one point, and I was talking to someone on video chat at one point, And one of the workers at a Tim Hortons gave me a free coffee. So that was really cool. I'd like to thank that person because it helps to know, sorry, like that kind of stuff that people do that make a difference is not going to come from people who are trying to profit from YouTube or anything, because that's the greed motive. If you want real grassroots and a real not motive to not ask for money, like definitely not Keffals.
Okay, now we're getting to Keffals.
Oh, I need this money to escape to Ireland. Like, you're gonna tell people where you're gonna go. It's just blows my mind. I literally had to go to another country with someone I met online because my mother was being extremely controlling and abusive. I was 25. I had to basically jump out of the cuckoo's nest just to get away from that abuse at one point. And literally go barefoot on the ground. With, like, what I had was $500 spent into, like, a plane ticket and some train tickets. No joke. Because I'll tell you why. I know my way around the fucking internet. I know how to get a good fucking deal and how to get right things. That's how I...
What the fuck?
But since you keep fucking around with people, you don't know who you're gonna ban and kick and hurt. And, buddy, that was the last straw of, like, leftists that I want to support in, like, any type of activism set. Because, like, it's easy to take advantage of people who are vulnerable and easy. Because that's what's going on. And fuck Keffals for using her trans woman identity for, like, as a card against the media and that to get attention. Because this is just ridiculous. This is just insanity.
What the fuck, dude? This is crazy.
And the whole Catboy Ranch thing, like, what the fuck are you doing? You're not a doctor, Keffals. You're not legally allowed to be prescribing them anything or giving them anything like HRT under 18.
Based.
Without a medical note. They don't need testosterone in that. Yes, there's puberty blockers, but that's still allowed in Canada. You don't have to be a dumb idiot. But the whole Catboy Ranch and bathtub HRT thing really got to me. Because it's like, yeah, you're not a doctor. You're not an expert. You're not their doctor. Legally, even if you're a doctor, you shouldn't be doing this. Even if it was the case that maybe these trans kids were prescribed HRT at one point, it's not going to be that bad to stop it. Because, like, at 14 or 16, whatever, they shouldn't be doing that. There's puberty blockers.
I mean, they're trans. They're going to have this take on trans people. I'm not going to delve into that right now, but that's not really why we're here. We're not here to talk specifically about their take on the gender conversation. We're here to watch them completely eviscerate and nuke Tipster for no real good reason other than they took mod away from me. Okay. Later this week, I'll do the W Path stream. Okay, I will do it.
Puberty blockers for a different reason.
Thank you for the $5.
Raging puberty. That looking into it, I actually should have been on puberty blockers, even though I wasn't trans. But because of the stigma at the time over the improper diagnosis I got at that point, and the improper labels that were applied to me over issues that I had, there was a lot of, like, emotional stuff that I wasn't taken seriously over. Or, like, even, like, I think, like, oh, my, like, puberty is so raging and obvious, they should have at least been like, hey, maybe we should put you on something. But no, my family doctor was, like, maybe not that bright on that part. Whatever, long story short. So I don't care. I'm renting a room out right now with someone. And I'm in a lucky position. So, I'm not too pissed off about where I am at this point. I'm pissed off at the clinical cuts and political issues that have been, like, translating over here because of the mania, the transphobia, the trans panic. And Keffals and Tipster and Vosh are just adding to the fuel of the fire to these bigots. And I just need to tell them, shut the fuck off and get off the internet.
Wonderful. But how do
I don't know about Vosh.
Off depressed people?
He could do what he wants.
Cassie Flocker, thank you for the $2 Canadian. This is what happens when you remove the homies role. True.
And blah, blah, blah. People probably already left him alone. That's his problem. I'm just focusing on Keffals and Tipster. Especially Keffals, for being the supposed, like, one single voice of all trans people. At first I thought, like, oh, valid, some people can't get their hormones in some areas because they probably ban them outright. But, like, in Canada, not so much. Maybe in some places in the States. But this just became so fucking weird to me when it was like, you're selling it to people who are underage. That's fucked. You're actually like endorsing it. That was fucking gross. Anyways, I'm trailing off again. I don't care anymore. I haven't drank. I'm just fucking tired. I'm drunk off of like stress and anxiety. Because this is what these people do to people like myself. I'm just tired. I'm done with the garbage. I'm done with the fucking political sphere. You know what? If you don't want to do internet activism, stick to like the stuff that concerns the internet that is actually a problem, like illegal websites and that. Maybe target that stuff. But if you're not capable of it and just like blah blah blah, I support trans people and their suffering, and then like, boop, not you. Fuck you.
Jesus Christ. Do you know, it's funny actually, I noticed that Tipster had retweeted some pro-trans thing. I mean, Tipster, it seems so shallow. His interest or his commentary on trans issues, it just comes across as extremely shallow, not like particularly well informed, and he's just saying it because it's the new thing to say. You know, like there isn't really that much that he's got to offer on the conversation because he's not really looked into it. He just says the right opinion to match up to his, you know, trans friends' perspectives, you know? Tipster wants e-girls, then he does not discriminate. Let's put it that way.
That's what I have. I see that these people don't give a fuck about you unless you have the subscribers or numbers. Oh, what's funny is like when I was searching for Tipster, like there's 3 guys live streaming and searching for Tipster. What was actually funnier was my profile popped up on one of their searches instead of Tipster's. Like you literally type in Tipster and go to channel filter.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, my channel was there. And I only had like one video on the topic, like maybe an hour long or so.
Oh my
like,
god, dude.
I was just going a lot. I mean, this end is a lot of rambling, so whatever. Like, bud, you're a public figure. Both of y'all's are. In fact, at this point, Vosh is, just from by proxy of being a political pundit for the left. And frankly, I think a lot of the left and socialist people like myself don't want him anymore. Especially when he has like these weird like things where it's like, oh, don't you relate to like downloading kitty hentai by accident? No, bitch. For one, I'm asexual. I do not care about looking at porn, not unless like comes up as a subject matter. But like for research purposes, like I had evidence. Like, there's a screenshot of Vosh leaking his folder and the clips and everything, and it's like, oh, if you see that or even save it, you're a pedo. Like, bro, if you have a problem looking at the evidence,
Has Tipster responded to this at all? I think honestly, Tipster's best bet is to just ignore this. I just do not think. I just do not think this is worth engaging with. This person is clearly unhinged. Creepy, weird, obsessed, unhinged. And best ignored, I'd say. But this is pretty crazy that they've just released all this info and is talking this plainly about it. I mean, dude. Why? Why? It's so unnecessary. Like, talk your shit. Sure. But to this level, to this level of exposure, I don't know, man. Seems excessive to me, that's all I'll say.
it's like that and feel uncomfortable. Maybe that's a you issue. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not comfortable. It's
Yeah, dispassionately destroying his life.
Okay,
dirty
that's
thing
wonderful.
to get involved
But
with
how
that
do
kind
I
of
make
evidence.
money off depressed people?
I'm ace, now you just don't get laid. Person. I don't know their gender, and I'm trying to be respectful, guys, come on.
But that's what
It's in Tim's best interest in all this person, and therefore he'll not... Yeah, that's so true, Peter, true! It's in Tim's best interest to ignore this person, and therefore he will not ignore this person most likely. Yes, I'm sure he's going to talk about this.
journalistic integrity is. You got to get your fucking eyes, ears, hands, and mouth dirty. That's the point.
Okay,
There
that's
are
wonderful.
plenty of activists
But how
who
do I
have
make
shown their
money
faces.
off depressed
I've
people?
done enough.
Play Gaza 2 Zaza like Queen and does.
Okay, thank you for the $20. I will play it after I finish this, and we'll round out the stream with that, okay?
Digital information sharing. apologies for sharing that flat earther stuff. No, I'm not joking. As soon as I shared a flat earther article, it went fucking viral and insane at that point. I'm gonna want to move on from the stupid topics. Like, at least it's funny, right? At least it's kind of funny. It's like, these people are such jokes, but at the same time, it's like, and it's done some good. Like, some good has come out of it, but boy, what a shit fest for the last decade. Man, I'm just exhausted. There are a lot of digital activists that share info. I'm not just saying it's just me. There has been other information that I have not had a hand in.
On day one, Tipster went to every channel that was planning to run this and convinced people not to view it, even smaller channels like Resi. I mean, but dude, it's out there, isn't it? I mean, I'm watching it to say it's bad. I don't really know what else to say.
But yeah.
I get it. Like, you know, I get being like, you know, I don't want people to fucking delve into this insane. Dude, what is going on? You can see my sponge. You see my sponge? I thought the angle was off. I guess it's because I'm in a weird place. Oh, no, there we go. I thought it was... Anyway, I thought the camera moved. Listen, Tipster, red sponge, triangulate. Data triangulate the position of where I got the sponge from. I get it, right? But yeah, there's been times when people have like spoken crazy shit about me. I'd feel odd going to people being like, hey, can you not cover this? I think if someone leaked like your full name and address and stuff, I mean, by its nature, that would be something that you wouldn't cover because it's such an egregious doxing that's happened. You know, this is kind of right on that. I mean, it's obviously wrong, but is it wrong enough to say, hey, don't cover this? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of right on that line, I guess.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
£5 from him STR, the villain origin story of Demon Mama's sister, doxing aunt.
Thank you for the £5. Appreciate it.
Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I've shared information on Illuminati where it exploded. Right? If it wasn't for digital activists like myself bringing the information to people like that, where it's important to get that type of viewership, where you know like, for me, I have an intuition of, like, who to target because, like, certain people who would be wanting to hear about that subject matter should hear about it and spread it around to other channels. And that's what it is. But you're free to cut out people like myself. You've lost relevancy. You've lost any type of consideration by YouTube's algorithm for that reason.
Absolutely laying into
it's
the
just
guy.
Hilarious to me because, like, I've shared information with quite a bunch of different YouTubers that have some relevancy. I have been on, like, Owen, the ex Jehovah's Witness guy. Excuse me. I've shared him some relevant info. I shared him that topic on the Queen of Canada fucker. Oh god, is so viral in some regard. So,
not sure.
Maybe some more relevancy if I share it myself, right? But I just don't have the view count or the energy to keep it up. That's why I usually go to other people. And because you've lost digital activists like myself, you've sunk into irrelevancy after banning so many people.
Absolutely brutal.
Karma's a bitch. It kind of just goes to show. I've
They're just very mentally ill.
I've witnessed it. It's just the butterfly effect. Karma just is like,
but how do I make
eat the shit you throw at others.
People?
Don't worry, Chud. I know who to target. Winking face.
Nico Nerd, thanks for the 333. Wow, very much appreciate your thoughts. Thank you. Very respectful of your gender identity.
It comes back to you and you eat it, bud. Eat shit. I guess that's it. Just kind of talking off the cuff from my own perspective. I do not have information prepared because, like, fatigue issues, sleeping. I just can't gather all that info and do a video at the same time. It would just take me forever, and then I just don't do it. So, but I have. Don't know how to end this. So I'll just end it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel like I've said everything I've got to say on this one. So, I guess all that's really left to say is... Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Dude, that was crazy. Most sane tipster A-Log. I tell you what, Nicholas has got competition. We got a new tipstorian on the scene, Nicholas. You better up your game, okay?